Vermont lawmakers already prepping for the upcoming session by meeting today.
That's right. They're talking about rules and procedures before they head back to the State House. NBC5's John Hawks explains.
The Vermont Joint Rules Committee meeting Monday to review rules for the upcoming legislative session starting in January.
Currently, right now, we're not conditioning anyone's entry into the State House based on their vaccination status.
COVID-19 policies for the public are remaining predominantly the same. There will be signage on the doors advising people to be vaccinated and to stay away if you're experiencing symptoms.
When people come into the building, there's signage saying that we strongly recommend that you are vaccinated. If you have any symptoms, not to come into the building. We did have that at the end of last year, and what we're cleaning up the policy to reflect on what we're doing now.
The committee adopted rules limiting capacity in certain rooms in the State House during the height of the pandemic. Most of those are being slightly changed.
We made a couple decisions about how to use certain spaces to open it up to more people to participate. I think it's really important for people to know that we are going to continue using Zoom and YouTube so that people can participate in a hearing remotely or come in person.
In order to achieve higher security in the State House, the Capitol Police received a grant to install more security cameras around the complex.
Department of Homeland Security grant to enhance our security camera coverage outside and to install cameras on the inside of the building. I'm pleased to report that that grant was awarded in the amount of $250,000.
The cameras would be installed to cover indoor common spaces and corridors covering current blind spots.
I've been working directly with our State Office of Historical Preservation and the state curator to balance the needs of the historical preservation of the State House with accomplishing our goals, which is to improve our security footprint of the building.
In Montpelier, John Hawks, NBC5 News.